Up, got some coffee, YouTube, hanging, chilling, playing for a little bit. Got some time this Sunday morning. Wanted to come hang out with you guys. I really just wanted to play some guitar. That ball's hanging with you guys. Why don't we get, let me turn the Spark on. I'll jam over a backing track or something. Let's get track. Okay, we'll turn the Spark on. I'm just gonna jam, y'all. Welcome to the people viewing this after the fact. Hanging, little Sunday morning jam sesh, right? Smoky minor blues jam. What's up, everybody? Ha. Ha. Let's start. What's up, you guys? Good morning. Let me get that. What's up, you guys? Okay, we got some people in here. Rob, what's up? Stefano, good to see you. Kevin, at the Ryman last night. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I've heard of them. I've never seen them live before, but that's awesome. I imagine you got to go see that show. Dave, good to see you. Rob, Bradley, good morning, everybody. Any gigs on Broadway next weekend? Hey, Keith, not next weekend, but I'm playing on Broadway today. I'm playing at Skydeck with Landco. It's not a normal Broadway set. We're doing something with Whiskey Jam. They're doing like something Children's Alliance or something like that. It's just 3 songs acoustic. I'm gonna make a video out of it today, actually, though, because it's plugged in acoustic. It's a big stage. I think that venue fits like 2,200 people. So it's a good sized stage and venue. So it's plugged in acoustic. And today I am going to bring this instead of an acoustic guitar, and I'm going to use just the piezo output. I'm gonna make a whole video about it today. So it'll be kind of like a gig vlog, but it's really gonna be like, okay, can this thing do that? Can this do that? Plugged in acoustic, can I take it and it sound good in an acoustic setting, you know? Just cause I want to, really. I could take an acoustic guitar, but, you know, I think it would be pretty cool. This is the piezo right now through the amp. We'll be sending it through the PA today. That's the piezo with actually a little bit of drive on it. Here's just pure piezo, no drive. What's up, everybody? 2 hours of sleep from the storms, you know. Alright, here's the sad thing. I should be running on 2 hours of sleep from the storms. I should be. But you know, I guess we had to get up one of the nights and kind of like take shelter, kind of. We were just watching the storms, but honestly, I just slept through them. It's not great, but what amp are we hearing? You are hearing the Bella Reverb. A Bella Reverb. Welcome, everybody. Hello from Italy. Love Italy, man. My family's from Sicily. If it doesn't sound as good, sure, at least looks good. Hey, I agree. How's it without drive? Yeah, I didn't mean to do it. Are you doing lead or rhythm? So on the acoustic stuff, good question. On the acoustic stuff, I'm doing a little bit of both, right? So I'll give some examples, some songs we might play today. Now, this is through the amp, and the amp still colors it a lot. It really sounds like an acoustic guitar through my acoustic DI into a PA, right? You know, and that's what we'll be doing today. And I'm gonna make a whole video out of it today. It's only 3 or 4 songs, but I'll be playing parts like that where I'm going. You know, and then there's some. Let me see. What's it sounded like something I like. Right, so now here's just magnetic. That's on the bridge pickup, and then go to the middle. Neck pickup. this guitar, dude. Woke up, look at this. I mean, I freaking got out of bed, made some coffee, and started playing guitar. Happy Sunday. KFC, what's up? Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, the DI with straight into the piezo, it'll be fun. And on the video, I like it. Hey, thanks for hanging out in here, you guys. If you're in here and you like it, hit that like button for me. Let me do the YouTube thing. New guitar, this is the newest one, yeah. If you haven't been on the channel for a minute, you probably haven't seen it yet. It's a Hollow Body 2 piezo. Check out the back on this, man. Look at that. This guitar is just awesome, dude. I can't stop playing it. Dude, wraparound tailpiece is where it's at. Where it's at. These things stay in tune so good, man. Let's do this type of thing. Improv on this thing. Y'all know that Mateus thing, you know? These are great chords, these great low ones. What amp am I playing through? I'm playing through a Sir Bella Reverb. Are the other acoustics plugged in, or are they all played into a mic? All plugged in. All of us are all plugged in. That's why I'm going to use it. Good question, though, Dave. No, it's just reversed. I can't reverse the camera. Sadly, on YouTube, it will not let me reverse the camera. What does this button do? Yep, nope, that just turns my camera off. Mutio Boom. I don't know what that means, but thank you, I think. What's up? It's going good. How are you guys doing? Hey, what guitars are you guys playing on? Whenever I get people in here, I'm curious. What stuff are y'all playing on? Yeah, I'm addicted to that part, man. I love that. What a good... Right, let me answer some of y'all's questions. Hey Basil, there's no tech limitation. They just, for whatever reason, TikTok can do it. It's really easy to reverse the camera. They just flat out won't allow you on here. And I've tried doing vertical with the back camera because it looks better, but it won't push it to short feed then. It's only pushing it to short feed if I'm on the front camera. And I've said this before, but so we go left-handed instead of, I've got a great setup to do sideways back camera, like shot like a normal YouTube video live. My hair is crazy right now. But it doesn't push it to shorts feed. And to be honest, you guys, we get a lot more new people in here when I'm pushing it to shorts feed, you know? I'll get off, if I do the sideways back camera like a normal YouTube video, I might get off and have 4 new subscribers. I get off over here and I've got like anywhere from 30 to 100 new subscribers depending on the day. You know, it's just so much more worth it for me to go this. Hey, you're playing on the Hollow Body too? Do you humidify your guitars? It's a topic I'm trying to research my own collection of axes. I do not, Nathan. I do not. I think it's probably more important for acoustics, but... Are you saying this is a Hollow Body 2 SC, or you're playing on a Hollow Body 2? Basic weapons of choice are Gretsch and Dr. Z amp. Killer combo, Basil. AJ, what's up? Sire 57. The Sires or Sire S7? Heck yeah. Jazzmaster Vintage, love it. 52 watching and only 16 like. Hey, thanks you guys. Thanks for hitting that like button. Standard Mim Telly, killer. Bass player here. Clifford Roy 6 into a Gensler Kintex. I don't know Indian song. I don't know what that is. I don't know any Metallica. Greetings. Could you play a bit of Hotel California solos? I don't know it. At one point I had to learn part of it, and I can't even. I don't know any of it. Any of it. I'm sorry to disappoint. I can't even remember what key it's in. I haven't had to. That's even a cool. Sounds like a one minor 5. This piece of hair won't, you know, it's. I woke up and just came on here, dude. What's going on? Love how just responsive it all is too, man. Like here's up at 10. But as soon as I go back to 8, it's... Hit it hard. Hit it soft. Anyways, all right. A hollow SC for like 4 years outperformed a couple guitars I bought after. Dude, I had the SC. So before I bought this one, I got the SC from PRS just to test out, to see if the piezo thing would work and if it's like a route I wanted to go down. And I just loved it, man. I loved it. The SCs are awesome. And, right, honestly, especially for this platform of guitar, if you want this type of thing, like, the SC's your move, you know? These, like, my first recommendation is if you want a core model of any PRS, go the used market, you know? PRS might not even... The PRS people are awesome. Obviously, if you work at PRS, it'd be like, well, buy a new one, you know? But they're just... The used market, it's so much cheaper. But even used, these are really expensive. These are expensive instruments. So, I think most people, the realistic route is going the SC. And the SCs are killer on this, man. I can't get that piece of hair to... the SCs are awesome. So, I played the SC for like a month. Had it here and was demoing it. I put some stuff up on my channel of it. I took it to one gig downtown. Worked really well. Cool guitar. And I just knew if I went that platform that I wasn't just going to pick it up for one... If I was just picking it up for one song in the set, I would have kept that with the SE, but I wanted something where I can use it the whole set, and I like it. And I like the SE a lot. But the core is awesome, right? And the core better be awesome, right? For how much you're paying for them, they better be awesome instruments. And, I mean, it is, you know? Let's go clean for a second and get that. Okay, anyways. What's the scale length? This is a standard... These hollow bodies are standard PRS scale length that I think is right at 25. It's not because normally you see a lot of the hollow bodies that are the McCarty 594, and that's 24.594. It's the Gibson scale length, right? But this is not. Do I only use PRS? No, but my main guitars right now are all PRS ones. I just love them, man. I love them, and I'm really lucky to get to work with them and stuff and play these instruments, and dude, I love them. So, no, I came up Strat, dude, man. Strat all day long. I've got an SE Silver Sky. I got an American Strat sitting next to me, too. It's good. It's got some problems, you know. Okay. Buddy Holly, no, I don't know. I'm a terrible request guitar player, honestly, and I'm sorry, guys. I can play some Little Wing I can't actually play. Yeah, the PRS are awesome. I mean, you play what you like, dude. Really doesn't matter, right? I've got all PRS, and then I've got a G&L and an American Strat sitting here, and then I got a Martin acoustic. Okay, he said low wing. I haven't played low wing in a minute. Anyway, it's okay, jamming. Yeah, I'm a PRS artist. Yo, okay. Sorry, getting some comments. Do you ever set up your guitar by yourself? I've done a little bit of work. I can change the truss rod. I can change the action some. But when I need something major, I just take it to my tech. If you're in Nashville, Sean Payton, man. I mean, he's the guy. He's so good. Oh, hey, we got a tip in the chat that I missed. Jibs 5K, thank you for the first tip in the chat, man. I appreciate you. How many hours per day do you practice, and how many hours per week do you gig? Okay, great question. Great question. I don't know the exact amount of hours. I play guitar a lot on all the days that I can. Some of it is dedicated practice. Some of it is sitting around, messing around with an idea, even just a riff or something. I mean, right? I was messing around with that riff the other day, then bringing in the bass line, right? So then I'm thinking, okay, I'm trying to work on the hybrid picking in general somewhere. So there I'm creating something, but I'm still thinking, okay, hybrid picking, and I want to do that with the hybrid picking. You know, but amount of hours, I don't know. Now, gigs per week, it varies. When I was down on Broadway, and this was a while ago, but I played on Broadway full time for like 9 months. And there I was playing 5 days a week. 5 days a week, most of the time in the morning shifts. We didn't have a great slot with the band I was playing with. And those are 4-hour gigs, no break. So that's however many hours a week. Now with Landco, most of the time I'm doing that. So this week I haven't gigged at all. Now I just got off the road. I mean, I just did the week before last 5 shows in less than a week. You know, now those are 90-minute sets, no requests, all original music. That's like a show. So I wish I had a better question for you, but here's my answer. If you're kind of trying to gauge and be like, how much should I be playing? Obviously, the more you're playing, the quicker you're going to progress. But a big caveat to that is, man, picking it up at least every day goes so much farther than just 3 hours on Sunday. You know, 10 minutes a day is going to get your hands more used to being in those positions than for 5 hours on one day of the week, you know? So if you're kind of asking that in regard to thinking how much should I practice or play, I'd just say as long as you can touch the instrument every day, you know? It comes down to, like, there's lots of times where sometimes you can't, but if you're around the house and you can, you know, watch some TV, play acoustic, and just sit there, and if you're working on minor pentatonic, sing. You're working on your major scale, you know, sit unplugged in front of the TV. Just there's time if you want it, you know. groove. Anyways, hey, thanks for the tip, Jib. That's kind of some insight into it. I don't have the hard numbers for you, but he said, bro, I just roasted a bull. I'm stoned to have to do one push-up. Nice. I can do a push-up, but I'm not going to get up and do a push-up. Okay, Jibs, do you think the Core versus SE is justified by the price? Great question, because there's a huge, especially in these instruments, huge difference in price. From what I've learned, these are so expensive for a couple reasons. The materials, right? So it's just, I think, like this type of wood. Like the SE, this is a laminate top, right? You know, so they take one solid piece of mahogany that looks good, they cut it into a ton of pieces, and then you have a very thin laminate top, and then it's mahogany still under, or I'm sorry, not mahogany, maple underneath on the SEs. Actually, that's somewhat wrong. So let me talk about the difference between the SEs and this, because I got that somewhat wrong. Just like a 335 is all made of laminate. The SEs, the whole thing is a laminate guitar, which a lot of hollow bodies are. These are all solid wood, two-piece top and back, solid wood sides. So raw materials cost is just more, you know. You have a back, right, and that's not a laminate, that's not a veneer on top, right? It's the whole thing is that. Then let's talk about some other stuff. So I think from what I've been told from my friends at PRS and stuff, these are just labor intensive to make. So making this one in America just costs more money. The raw materials cost more. The amount of work and time that has to go into a hollow body guitar just flat out costs more. So is the price difference justified? The SE was awesome, and I would have continued being like, the SE's killer, man. All I need is the SE. Once I put the Core in my hands, you are like, wow, this is... I thought they were pretty close, and they are. If you're directly A-B in it with a good Core, you're going to be like, wow, I see why this costs so much. I don't know exactly what all it is about it, but also even just look, if I turn it down, I noticed this is a lot brighter when I'm playing just like this, completely unplugged, than the SE was. The SE was a lot darker. It was resonant, but not like this. This just got a jangle that's... But is the price justified? You know, for the, like I said before, the vast majority of people, you're just going to kind of stay with the SE, you know. I got this because I have access to it. I'm a PRS artist. I paid money for this still, but still, if I was just random buying one at full price, I couldn't do that. I mean, they're expensive. I think full price brand new, this is like $6,200, $6,500. I didn't pay that. And this is used. This is from 2019. Now, it's very lightly used. I've already beat it up way more than it was. Look, I put a big old chip on it the last week of tour right here. It doesn't look that big on the camera. When you're sitting here, you're like, there's a chunk of wood taken out. There's chips up in here. I mean, you know, that's what happens. You take these things out and play them and travel with them. Put them in a vault. Other people are handling them and stuff. But, you know, it's how I make my money. I'm already able to bring content to you guys, show you a new guitar, stuff like that. So there's a lot of benefits for it, but that's my thought process on it. The SEs are good. The Cores are incredibly good. You know? I feel like it's like driving a Lexus. Like the SE is still like a Lexus. Feels great, it's great. You get the Core, you're in like a high-end sports car, you know? It's like, okay, now all of a sudden I'm driving a Ferrari. Do you need the Ferrari to get to the grocery store? No, you don't need it. No one's gonna say, wow, you know, you drove to the grocery store in the Lexus, almost didn't make it, right? It's not gonna, that's not the case. So would I get up on stage ever and people would be like, oh man, that SE sounds good, but if it was the Core, it'd be way better. Like, I think the audience doesn't know. It's really just player wise. Yeah. Anyways, okay, I ranted on that for a long time. Let's see what else people got to say in here. There's a piezo pickup in here, which is like an acoustic. So if I go here, right? Hear that? So this is the acoustic sound. Now it's through a guitar amp. If you want the acoustic sound like I'm going to do today, take an acoustic DI and I put it straight into the PA, just with the piezo output, no electric. Going through an amp is cool where you can blend it like this. Here's both of them now. So just magnetic. Both of them. Just piezo. Anyways, and the 5815's in it. PI, yes, just no A in it. Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, these are the 5815s, which the SE's got that version of it. Hey Bradley, I just saw your tip too, man. Thank you. Thanks for the tips, you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for the compliments on the playing too. These pickups are great, you know. Now I've got, each PRS I have has different pickups in it. 5815s, I got the 8515s in the CE, I got the DGT pickups and the DGT, and then the SE Silver Skies, obviously, the SE Strat pickups. I bought a used PRS and the neck came unplugged after a couple months, so that's crazy. Okay, so how does the piezo pickup work? So normally these, right, electric guitar, these are electric. So you know how Fender did the Acoustasonic thing? I feel like they did it for acoustic guitar players that kind of wanted to play some electric, right? You know, that's kind of like the vibe. Every time I picked one of those up, it feels more like an acoustic guitar to me than an electric. This is just a full-blown electric guitar. It's electric guitar all day. You could use it just as an electric guitar, and it's a fantastic electric guitar. But with the piezo, and look, there's two outputs, right? Now I can blend it through just one, but when I'm playing live on this right now, I send this normal output, these pickups, to my guitar amp, my rig, right, live. And then this is going into an acoustic DI and straight to front of house. And I can play both at the same time. And with this little toggle switch, it's this little one here, like this down position is just magnetic pickups. Here's both of them. Here's just piezo, right? So when I'm sending both outputs and I'm hitting a big, like we start the show with Lanco with big hits where I'm going 3, 4, 9, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So on electric, normally I'm like this. I'm running that crunchy, right? I'm going. Then I'm also sending the clear piezo line through the PA, and at the same time I'm doing that, it's going. Whereas if I go back to the electric. Doing a lot of that because we've got songs where it's an acoustic kind of intro and I want to stay true to it but make it live, you know. So I have a real solid use case for it. I think a lot of people, like, it wouldn't make sense if you're not using it in the situations I'm thinking about, you know what I mean? Anyways, I'm really ranting about this stuff, you guys, but so just like any acoustic guitar, not any, but a lot of acoustic guitars, if there's acoustic electric, under the bridge is a piezo system, and that's what this is. This bridge has a piezo system in it. So when I go to just piezo and if I turn the volume up, here you can hear that on it. can also hear more, you know, where if I go just to electric, that's not on, but, right, the bridge pickup's on. That one's not, but this is on. You know what I mean? Does that kind of make sense, you guys? I know I'm really on here rambling about that. Yeah, I got a PRS HDRX 20 sitting right above here. I'll show you guys the amp real quick. Now the Bella Reverb's on, but I got that HDRX 20 sitting right there too. HDRX 20 sitting right there too. I've been playing that for a while, but now I got the Bella back, and dude, the Bella's just too good, to be completely honest. PRS amp is good. The Bella is the best amp I've ever owned. Happy Sunday, Lou. What practice technique would you suggest to help develop speed? Lou, that's a great question. I wish I had a better answer, because, man, I'm not very fast of a player. I'm really not. Not crazy fast like some of these cats, you know? I don't know. I'd say just try and slow some stuff down, and then honestly, my best advice would be looking up some stuff on YouTube to up your speed, because I'm not a fast player. So much of what I'm playing is... Anyways, Lou, not a great answer to your question, because I'm not a fast player, man. That's like about as fast as I can go, really. I do a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs to simulate speed, you know, to make faux speed, right? Like if I'm doing a lick that's like a... It's all hammer-ons and pull-offs. Almost lost it. Oh yeah, I've seen Billy Strings and Brad Paisley. It's an awesome duo, man. The gig I'm playing requested Freebird. Do people actually want to hear the solo section, or can I cut it out without getting murdered? I would say do the solo section. Now here, check this out. I don't even know it. But learn the main motifs and then improvise, you know? Learn the main you don't have to sit and learn the whole thing note for note. That's like 5 minutes of note for note. You know, I'd get motifs from each thing, and then I guess it also depends on how comfortable you are improvising. If I was in that situation, I would learn most of the main motifs, kind of, okay, it's going in this section, it's that one section. There's a section where it's like I have no idea, you know, but you know what I mean? Because it's plus or minus. If you think you can learn it note for note and stay on it, and if you move a little bit, not get thrown off, then you can do it all note for note. But, you know, the biggest advice there would be learn the main motifs, right? So it's kind of like a slide part, but the whatever, I can't even remember. But do you understand what I'm saying? Hitting those main motifs on Freebird, probably. And then I'd spend a good amount of time improvising over the progression in general. Maybe throw the progression on a loop, try and improvise, build it like they build it, and then come back to a motif that you've learned note for note. Then build it again, then come back to a motif. You know, so doing some of that, if you're playing it live, is going to help you from missing one note when you were trying to play the solo perfect, exactly the way someone played it, and going off the rails. Right? That goes with any cover song live, you know. Just I'd always be prepared to improvise some, just in case, you know, just in case, dude. Oh my god, I am so behind on the comments, you guys. I am so sorry. I did not realize that. Okay, let me see. Okay, talked about the piezo. Nice gig post the other day. Knees while practicing guitar. I don't know if I'm going to go that far, Sean, but I do love that. Does Lanco pay by the gig or also pay you when you're not paying by playing shows? I'm not going to like break down how the pay works. I don't know that I'm even allowed to do that. This is what I can say. And this is what I'll say to people is normally is a hired gun, you're a sideman, someone hires you, you're an employee of their company, right? You're an employee. So I do my work, they pay you per gig like a normal thing. And that's it. That's it. Doesn't matter if the artist makes $1 million that night. If your rate is $300 for the gig, you're getting $300. You're an employee, right? And then when it comes time to go into the new season and they say, hey, we're going to move a different direction. Thanks for working with us. We'll see you on the next, see you around. Then you're done. The difference with being in a band is instead of an employee, I'm an owner or a partner. You could look at it any way, right? So, yeah, I'm consistently make money, but if the band made $1 million in a night, that's split between the owners. That makes sense? It's a huge benefit of being in a band. There's a ton of benefits. Now, being in a band is hard, and you get. I never even thought being in a band was possible. Also, being in the band, I record on the music. Now we're at the point where music that I've recorded on is out, so when I'm playing live, I'm playing my solo I recorded, or my part, which is great because I don't have to relearn really the part. I mean, you kind of do. It'd be like, what did I play there? Or figuring out how to make it work live. But that's basically how it works. So if Lanco succeeds, I succeed. I'm an owner in it. Right? The whole band is. It's how it works. Huge benefit. Now, for the lead singer, right? Like, take any country, Carrie Underwood, right? She makes $1 million in one night. Let's say net, whatever. I'm just using an easy, simple, fun number because it's a lot of money. Which old Carrie, there's plenty of nights she's bringing in more than $1 million. I think she's getting paid $1 million each time they play her Monday Night Football thing, that song, or Sunday night. I can't remember what night it's on. You know, I think that price is $1 million each time that's played. Anyways, my point is, you know, she makes nets $1 million, and she's essentially keeping $1 million. If you take out, if it's her net without all the promoters and management and all this stuff, right? So if you're just a lead singer, there it's way better to not be in a band because you're not splitting that 5 ways, right? But for people that aren't the lead singer, it's a massive benefit to be in the band. Also, the best job security you could have, right? I'm in the picture. I'm on the record. You know, I'd have to do something like really terrible to get let go from it. You know, can't really like, yeah, it's, you know. But so the band, huge benefit, man. There's also a lot of other stuff that comes with, like, you know, if you're a side player, and I'm sorry I'm going down this rabbit hole, but if you're interested in this and why being in a band is different, I'll explain it. So if I'm a side player and I'm out, I'm playing with Brad Paisley. So let's say Brad Paisley's got a gig. We're playing an amphitheater that night. It's going to be awesome. Okay? Brad Paisley I'm just using a random example. So Brad Paisley, let's say he's got like 3 radio remotes that morning. Then he's got a meet and greet beforehand in a VIP thing. And then afterwards, he's doing a special event where he's going to play, or not even play. Let's say after the gig, he's going to hang out at, he's collaborating with some brand and they're doing a pop-up at a bar for 100 people after the show. And Brad Paisley's going to be there. So Brad goes to the radio remotes. It's just a little radio interview. He's got 3 of them before. Then he needs to get dressed. Then he's got a meet and greet in his VIP package. He's going to play a couple songs acoustic. He's going to meet everybody that bought the meet and greet passes. There's a step and repeat. He'll take a picture. Then he's going to play the show. Then he's going to get done. Then he's going to go to that bar and hang out. Vast majority of the time, the only thing the band is doing as an employee, the only thing you're doing is playing that show. Then you're done. You're not going to the bar afterwards to hang out most of the time. Obviously, but now the only thing that could be different if you're playing for an artist that doesn't play an instrument, and maybe the guitar player's sitting at the meet and greet because they're going to play a couple acoustic songs. That could be different. But you better believe that guitar player's not getting up on the step and repeat to take pictures with people. No, there's no world that's happening. So, right, the difference between being the employee and that is it's plus or minus. If you just want to play and you're not worried about any of the other stuff, then all you have to do is play, and you get to play a big, sick gig, and then you're going to go back to your bus. They're going to have catering afterwards. You hang out. Okay, bus calls at 2 a.m. Brad goes and does his thing. Brad probably, someone at that level, is flying out to somewhere else, and then you stay with the bus, and you have some interaction with the artist, but you're not always with them. The band environment, the whole group's the artist. The whole group's the artist. So the whole group is at each of the radio interviews. The whole group is at the meet and greet. The whole group is taking pictures at the meet and greet. The whole group is playing the show, and then the whole group is going to the thing afterwards, which is awesome, dude. I really enjoy that stuff. It's a lot more work. I got to get ready for the show like 4 hours early because I've got to play acoustic for the meet and greet. Then I got to take pictures, and I need to be dressed, not in my sweatpants for the pictures. Then you get done. Let's say we're doing a merch meet and greet afterwards, and I'm signing stuff. I'm taking pictures. I'm signing stuff with my picture on it, you know? So there's a bunch of plus and minuses, but I've invested in the company just like being a partner of a bigger company. If the company completely sinks, well, you're not going to make any money, right? If the company takes off, you're making way more money than if you were just an employee. So that's a huge, long breakdown without, like, I don't even know, like, legally if I'm allowed to get into any specifics of it, but I'm not going to. That's just my point, though. You know, and man, I got so lucky. I never even thought about, like, being in a band. Dude, being in a band is so much better for me than being a side player. I can't learn all these songs in the world. I'm not just a jukebox of I can go down to Broadway and play anything like so many of these cats. And here I really get to flex a lot more of the artist muscle, create stuff, bring stuff in. We're jamming on this thing, and everybody's like, dude, let's write something that... You know, I can bring riffs like that and write with the people, and yeah, everybody's so much more in it because everybody is reaping the same benefits. So really long explanation. Good question. But, you know, also, here's the extra little caveat, you guys, because I'm functioning as the artist, because the whole group's the artist, YouTube-wise, I get to bring you some cool content, too. So, first off, I can record up on stage and this and that when I want, because I'm not, now especially, it's not like I'm like an employee, you know? There's so many times where the stuff I'm taking you guys on and this and that, if you're playing for a brand new artist and you've never played with them before, management might even be like, don't have your phone up on stage, whatever. No one's telling me that. I can do what I want, right? You know, now if all the guys came to me and were like, dude, you're making this awkward, that'd be different, but it's a different type of thing, as opposed to you being an employee and they saying, don't record on stage and quit recording the artist. You know, there's that barrier, the artist, then you. And I hate that. But everybody down here, that's what it is, you know? I never even thought being in a band was an option, because there's no bands. You could have your own little fun side band, but, you know, being in like a successful band that actually makes me money was not in the cards, I thought. But YouTube wise, then, you guys, here's the thing, plenty of people making content like this all day long, but there's not a lot of artists making content like this. There's a lot of players. Now, I'm lucky because I'm a player, but I get to participate in the artist side of things. So when you see me going to the CMA Awards and I'm making that video, or going to the ACM Awards, which we're about to go to, right? Or getting styled for them, or this or that, I'm getting to take you guys. The benefit for me is that I think I get to bring you more unique content, because none of my peers that are players, they might be playing at the CMA Awards, but even then, you're not like sitting out there, hanging out in the artist lounge, right? Going on the red carpet, there's a great example. All of my friends that played the ACM Awards, I don't know any of them that have gone on the red carpet, just because you're not the artist. So then when it comes back to you guys, and I've got a video being like, here's what this is like, that's cool extra in on it. And there's going to be more of that. We're going back to the ACMs this year. Same thing. Getting dressed for it. You have a stylist, have a budget. I've already got a jacket I really want that I might spend the entire budget on. But anyway, okay, really long rant about that. But, you know, if you guys are curious about the differences of it and why I'm so passionate about the project, you know, that's a good reason why. And I'm trying to make it win too, right? This whole channel is Tim Avon, but it's always caveated with Lanco, you know? So anyways, okay, you guys. Huge, long answer. I'm so behind on the comments. So behind on the comments. But let me get on here. I'll play some music. I'll answer some more stuff. Going to see Billy in June. That's going to be awesome, dude. Going to be awesome. So brutal playing, dude. Will, I'll tell you what, that cold video was freezing. You were right, but it honestly was kind of fun. But I don't want to do it again. It was fun one time to accept the challenge. I learned the 5 positions in the major scale. But what can I do with my new knowledge? Okay, Mike, great question. Okay, Mike, look, I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do with your new knowledge. You know the 5 positions of your major scale. Let's say we're playing E major, okay, and we're on this position where you're going like this. Look, I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. Here's the difference. See how I'm grabbing that chord at the end? So there's 5 positions in the major scale, same with the pentatonic. Now, it's not a coincidence. In the cage system, there's 5 shapes. Each position of that major scale matches up with one of those shapes. You need to start making that connection now. So if I start here, that's at a C shape, right? Let's go up to A shape. A shape. Now we got G shape. Now E shape. Right, next one's going to be D shape. And then you're back to C shape. So if you've learned those, you need to start now identifying those chord shapes. And it's just the cage system. It's E shape, D shape, C shape, A shape, G shape. Or if you want to do it in caged order, you start in C shape. Let's do it in the key of C. None of it doesn't matter. C shape, A shape, G shape, E shape, D shape. Back up to C shape. So C, A, G, E, D, C, right? So I'd start slowly, one by one, matching up which ones work with that. So all you do, right, is let's say, okay, I'm in the C. Let's do the C off this A shape. So you're gonna start on this root. Now what position of your major scale is that? I don't know, I didn't learn it thinking position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know which one's even 1, but I'm just thinking. So that's your next step. Because those chord markers are where you're really gonna be visualizing the fretboard. That's how I'm playing a key. You say we're playing in C, I'm gonna play in C all the way up the neck. Right? I just slowly walked all the way up. I'm really ranting today, you guys. This is a coffee-infused hang. Beginner prints a set of chords, have a guitar, unable to figure out how hard to squeeze the strings between the frets, how to change the chords so frequently. I just not overthink it, nice and easy, you know? Get it down where you're pressing hard enough where it's a good sound, but not so hard that you're hurting your hand. And then you just got to practice it. Oh, hold on just a second. I'm way behind on the comments, but let me, yes, it is a PRS. Band's called Lanco, Lanco. Super happy for you, Tim. Hey, thanks, you guys. Thanks. Sorry, I'm so behind on these comments. I did go off on a big rant there, didn't I? Fuck yeah, I got her PRS. Nice. What PRS you got, MJ? Are just blanking. Sean, well, I don't disagree. Triads rock. I can read music. Good rambling. Okay, thanks. Yeah. You know what, you guys? I'm going to do a video. I've got a couple videos. So today I'm going to take this and use it on an acoustic gig with the Piezo. It's going to be a whole video. And there's so many people that have done the Piezo reviews on YouTube, you know? I see all kinds of these. Check it out. Now, most of it's for the SE, but SE or Core, regardless. Most of it's for the SE. It's a lot more accessible. But either one, right? Yes, I normally do this off camera, but either one, all these reviews and people kind of hate on the Piezo hollow body thing a little bit, you know, and they're like, well, it sounds good, but why wouldn't I just play my acoustic guitar or whatever? And you're right. If you're sitting at home and you're not playing gigs and you're trying to record something, play your acoustic, you know? But like, I have a real hard use case of like where I'm using this instrument in the music and why it's important. You know, there's a lot of songs that start with an acoustic riff or something, and I want to stay true to the record, and I can blend the two. But anyways, all that to say is, I think the vast majority of these reviews and stuff are people that just sit on YouTube and are playing in their bedroom and aren't playing any gigs. So today, we're going to record a video where I'm taking this to play it on a gig solely as an acoustic. It's going to be mic'd up, or not mic'd, it's going to be plugged in through a PA with the Piezo. But, you know, I'll try and bring a bit of a review that's not me sitting in my room, you know, being like, here's how it works in a live use case. And today's not even the main use case I use it for. I could just take my acoustic, I normally would. But today, for the sake of the video, we're going to take just this to the acoustic gig. It's only like 4 songs, but... Difference between DGT and a Les Paul R9? Okay, dude. You want me to grab that? I'll snag the DGT. Frank, do you have a DGT or an R9? I'm stuck on alternate picks. Nowhere on earth I'm going to master learning. It just keeps sucks and stuck. On alternate picking, you know, you can learn it. It just might take a lot of time. Frank, you still in here? I don't have an R9. I've played 1 or 2. Now, not a crazy amount. But let me grab this DGT for you. So the hollow body is great, and I love it. I love it. This is definitely different. If I need classic, just straight Les Paul-esque, I don't own a Les Paul, this is my Les Paul. You know what I'm saying? And dude, I love this guitar and that hollow body are so good. This is a DGT, right? I have a DGT SE. Okay, great. But I'm thinking about an R9. Obviously a reissue. Yeah, absolutely. Even the reissues, you know, it's a lot of money. But good question. So here, Frank, this is what I'd say, man, is I'd play both. Because they're going to be slightly different. I use this for Les Paul style stuff, but dude, it's because sorry, I got distracted by this thing on the neck. It's because I have access to this, right? You know, so because I'm a PRS artist and where I'm at, if I had all the money in the world, I'd have this and an R9 and a real old, all the money in the world, I'd have a real old one too. Dude, I got to play a real 59 burst unplugged. It was really cool. Anyways, I'm going to get way off track saying that. So, here's my thing. I'd play both. I went this route, though, because I think it sounds great. These are killer guitars. A lot of my friends that don't like PRS, the only PRS they like is the DGT, and they think it's the best PRS they make. I almost don't disagree. The hollow body is awesome. I love playing that guitar, but it's a very different thing, you know, which is, I don't need two of the same thing. So I went this route, though, because I'm a PRS artist. So I can get this, or I can pay $5, $6, $7+ thousand for an R9. You know, so without having all the money in the world, the no-brainer option is kind of like, well, I'm gonna play the DGT because I have this and didn't pay that. You know what I mean? You already have the SE, so let's see if it's in tune. It's a little out, a little out. These things rock though, dude. And the SEs are killer too. I like the SE DGT more than I like, compared to the Core, more than I liked the SE Hollow Body 2 compared to the Core. The SE Hollow Body 2 has a couple other changes. The body's bigger, the headstock's bigger, the fretboard radius is different, whereas the SE DGT is like a mirrored copy. The carve's just not as intense, and it's Indonesian electronics and parts, you know? Let's get old girl all tuned up. This thing rocks, dude. I'll play some clean sounds and then I'll play some rockin' sounds. I mean, here's the bridge. Oh, dude, this is such a good guitar. Let's try a little dirt. It's a little bit of drive. Here's a lot more drive. That's where I'd use it kind of for a saturated type of. I meant to go. Look, turn that volume down. Now, also, too, let me say, I think I just bent it out of tune. And that is because I have two different sets of strings on this right now because I broke a string. Never in my playing career have I broke a string playing live. I hadn't. And that was such an accolade. People didn't even believe me when I'd say that. It was true. And I broke a string playing live 2 weeks ago with Lanco on this guitar. G strings. Just because I'm on here wailing on it. Here's the neck pickup, you know. I don't know how the rest goes. Man, it's a damn good guitar. Oh, I love this thing, dude. Love this thing. So there's the DGT, right? DGT also, check this out. I don't think the R9s have this. It's got a killer coil split, dude. The coil split's awesome on these things. Look, so here's both the pickups and humbucker right up on it. Now check it out. Coil split. Pop that out. guitar, dude. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, there's just kind of my ideas, you know? I don't obviously have an R9 to sit and shoot it out with, but I'd play both, and then I'd think about, tell me if I'm wrong in the chat, you guys. I don't think the R9 has a coil split, and if that's an extra bit of versatility you want, you know, this coil split sounds good, dude. Look, I pop it out. I'm gonna hit some kind of... Have a little bit of that. Here's it with the humbucker. So, you know, it's a fun thing, and I do this sometimes. I'll go single coil for parts that maybe I'm doing this still with some drive on. Still volume all the way up, and then you just push it in, and I got... Back to the split. Put that volume down a little bit. But you could also keep the volume all the way up and instead pop that coil split out and you got really versatile guitar, man. Really versatile. Also has the trem if you like trem. I've got mine locked down. I don't like the trem. Yeah, personally. Okay, let me answer some more questions because I'm way behind, dude. I get freaking... Frank, I hope that gave you some stuff. Some ideas. Nice playing. Program called Top Gear. Interesting. I haven't heard This Is It live with the Almond Jam in it. No, I haven't heard that. Another guitarist. Hello. Hey, what guitars are you guys playing on at home, dude? What stuff you guys playing? God, this is a good guitar. Man, it's good. So is the hollow body. You guys want me to play something else? Put in the chat what you want me to play. I got the DGT. I got the hollow body. I've got a CE. I've got an SE Silver Sky. The Strat's kind of out of commission, the normal Strat. And I've got a GE, or a GNL Telly. Telly, Silver Sky Strat, PRS CE, DGT, or hollow body. Put them in the chat. Put them in the chat. The UA Animatic. Your sound will... Dude, Frank, I've thought about that too. I don't have any info on the UA stuff, but there might be some UA things coming in. When I have more info, it'll be all over the channel and stuff. But I have thought about that. Okay, we got one for the GNL, one for the Strat. Someone's got to break the tie. What do you do when you break a string on stage? Well, in the middle of the song, I was in the middle of a big solo part. I just can't play the E string because there's no more... I broke the high E string. There's no more high E. And then I just switched guitars afterwards. If I was down on Broadway and I just brought one guitar, I'd play out the song and then try and have the band do something for just a second while I just restring the one string real quick. GNL. Okay, Silver Sky and GNL. Let's do both of them. How about that? Let's grab them both. Since we've been playing all PRS today, let's start with the GNL. This is a 2001 American made. GNL ASAT Classic. This is a cool guitar, man. This was my main guitar for a while. These pickups are not like normal Telly pickups. They're a lot beefier and a lot more output. A lot more. They're a little more microphonic too. They're not as like, you know how normal Telly's got a lot of that kind of natural compression, some like squish to it? These are very different. Very different. But you still get that Telly sound, as you'll see in just a second. Sorry, you guys. We gotta tune it. These are loud pickups. That's no drive. Let's do some drive. Man, this thing sparks, doesn't it? That's with the Nobles. Let's try the bell. The bell. Here's the clock. There's neck pickup. It's obviously a lot of drive. This is where you hit a. Here's both of them. Okay, obviously a lot of just noodling, random playing, but left-handed? No, I'm not. Oh, hold on, just a. Hello. Hey guys, look, we got little man. Hey little guy, come here. This is Stetson. He just got home from the park or something. Hey, you smell like outside. Ha. Okay, give me just a couple more minutes, you got it. Okay, let's see. Hey, thanks you guys. Yesterday I gigged with it and it sounds better than ever. Yeah, I need to check it out, Frank. Have another guitar ready. Okay, I have a G&L Comanche. So they're super hot Z coils. That's cool. I've seen those Z coil ones, but I've never played one. No one goes to Dorsey. I don't know what that is. Okay. Hey, great, Kane. I'm good. Finally, we'll go to, let's see, Paul Allen's guitar. What is that? What do you mean? Paul Allen's guitar. I'm not sure. Kazakhstan. Hello. Hey, thanks. Quick to be silver. Nice. To play a solo that isn't a pentatonic blues scale. I mean, there's a lot of, honestly, most stuff kind of boils down to that, man. You know, a lot of stuff. You could, here's some fun if you want to break out of that stuff of going over some type of groove that's this type of thing, maybe a... There, you're kind of minor, right? That... Those are just minor 7 chords. Interesting, because if what you're talking about here, then you're just wrong. Right here, playing a minor 7 right here. But you got to use your ears here, right? It's got a major 3rd in it. That's not a minor chord, you know? See, that doesn't really work right. It's just a good way to practice, technically like a harmonic minor thing, you know? You can think 5 of the 6 chord, you know? I'm treating that like a 6 chord. But that's got that harmonic minor. Okay. Oh, just a second real quick. Let me block this cat. Hey, thanks, Michael. I appreciate that. Jackaroo Grateful Dead song? Yeah, maybe. What's up, Ricky? Said diminished arpeggio. The sweet guitar of a G&L Legacy. Love the neck. Dude, they're cool, man. They're cool, aren't they? It's a cool guitar. Something different, you know? Gives an Eastern vibe. Yeah, it does definitely kind of give a different vibe to it. Harmonic minor. That's right. Okay. Cannon Rock? I don't know Cannon Rock. A mini Greyhound? Yeah, he's yeah, that's exactly what he is. An Italian Greyhound. A mini Greyhound. They're both the same thing. Hey, thanks for all the nice comments, you guys. Oh, I appreciate you. It's been a great stream today, man. Now I got that thing stuck in my head. Okay, let's for just a second, because I told you all I would, and then I'll hop off. Let's get out this SE Silver Sky. Now, this is my cheapest guitar that I own, and it's still really cool, man. These guitars are cool. Let's tune it up. Answer some more questions. I don't know any Slipknot. I'll sing you a really bad version of some Stevie Ray Vaughan. Well, it's flooding down in Texas. Yep, this is a PRS. This is the cheaper John Mayer Silver Sky. Obviously, if I get it right up next to the amp like that, it's gonna make some noise. Heaviest shit I know, dude. I'm not a great heavy guitar player, to be honest. I'm really not. What was I gonna play though? I was gonna play something. Someone had said the. I don't know how the riff goes after that. Well, it's flooding down in Texas. All the telephone lines are down. I'm not a singer, you know. Well, it's flooding down in Texas. I've been trying to call my baby. Lord, it won't make a single sound. Man, dude, is this an SE, right? It still sounds great. Here's some more like maybe funk style stuff. If I'm doing like a what's that rhythm I had for that? Let me do hit like a, let's see, wait, what am I thinking? So here? That was a B. Okay. A little liquid diminished. Yeah, so kind of that harmonic minor thing. Not exactly straight from Robin Ford. We've got like a... I don't use this that much, but if I'm playing in a blues... And then you hit that sharp 4, the diminished thing, to go back to 1. There's a lick I stole off Josh Smith that I haven't tried to play in forever, where it's going... That balance that. It's a great and fun way to end it. So if I'm going, let's see, what would be the rhythm? Yellowstone gig looks so cool. We'll be there in May for 2 weeks. Still hoping you'll be playing out when I visit Nashville. 4/27 through. Please post if you will be getting. Oh, hey, recliner, awesome. I don't have any gigs on the book right now for that, but if I do, I'll post it here on the YouTube just on a normal post. Your skills up. Is there a story about the chair that Lanco has on stage sometimes? Yeah, that chair was in a music video called Where I Belong, and you can watch that. And then it just kind of took on a little life of its own, and we made it. It's the cover of the album, and it's just like the story kind of in the music video, our singer's carrying the chair all over Nashville, in the woods, on the street, down on Broadway, setting it down, keeps sitting in it. And the idea is like sitting here, trying to find, the song's called Where I Belong, right? At the very end, right, the sun is setting, carries it by this hilltop, sets it down. His wife and his kid, one of his kids, are sitting in a chair. He sets his chair next to, and then his daughter runs out, right? And it's a silhouette shot in the back of them in the sunset. And he sets the chair down. That's where he belongs, right? That's the idea. Yeah. And then we just kept using it. Since it's the album cover and stuff, like it's become kind of like a piece of it. So, yeah. I agree. Hey, and AJ just said too, if you guys are interested in lessons, reach out to Tim Music. I've got a couple I need to respond to, so if you've reached out and I haven't responded, I will. But with that, you guys, I gotta hop off. I'm going to a gig today. I'm gonna film a video for you guys. It's gonna be fun. So, with that, I'm gonna go have a good rest of the day. But you guys, until next time, great hang, great stream as always. And yeah, until next time, peace.